matchup with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Now Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Dropped at the 35. So able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Rodgers' throw there into the hands of Ross. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On play action, Rodgers steps away to his left, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Aaron Rodgers scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And they give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
McCann's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Brian Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Right here. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. I'm coming. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Let's go.
To throw is Fields. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To the air again, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Fields flush to his right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
48. Come on, D. Watch the motion.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Before he's out of bounds.
It's 2nd and inches at the Packers' 42-yard
line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit what you can't catch.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And some space here. And all the way down to the 26.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up there. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to...
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He hits Adams complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. Touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now the 2nd and 6.
Now it's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
On 1st down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Bulldozer, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Room here to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Rodgers. Able to find Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. To throw is Rodgers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rodgers to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds here. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 49. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Packers, they'll hit